My name is Ghadir Asalwi. I'm from Yemen. I'm currently living in China and I am studying software engineering. I will today present my final project. In the beginning, it was just a technical quiz, and in that technical quiz, there was some categories. There were three categories in my application. The first one was about programming category. The second one was about web development category. And the third one was the data analysis category. In these categories, there were 10 questions for each category. It was for like technical or technician skills for the students who are enrolled in technological departments. And for each question, there will be like four choices, which mean there will be like 10 answers for each question, 10 answers for the whole questions. So every like question should be answered, and for each category, the student or the one who is taking the quiz would get 10 out of 10 if he answers all the questions correctly. I will show you this in the beginning, then we will move to the code. I just wanted it to be like a little bit brief and to be obvious, so the program will be like more interesting and more understandable for the user or the player who wants to try this quiz. In the beginning, the program will ask the user to enter his first name. So the user will enter the first name of him. For example, here I entered my name, Ghadir, because I was testing the code. After that, he will be asked or they will be asked to select one of the following categories, which I mentioned previously, the programming, the web development, or the data analysis, by just writing the number of the category that he wanted or they wanted to test their knowledge about. So here the user entered number one, which is the programming category. Now the questions will appear in the screen one by one, and the user will be asked to enter the answer of this question. For example, here, what does the term API stand for in programming? And there are like four choices: A, B, C, and D. And here he should like enter A or B or C or D. For example, he can enter A. So here there is like a notification to let the user understand how he should interact with the system. So for example, he can enter A or B or C and D, and the questions will be like showed one by one, and the answer will be taken from the user one by one for the whole questions. After he finish like answering all of the category questions, he will see his score, which is here your score in programming category is 3. So he answered only 3 correct answers, or she, because she was a she, yeah. So here, do you want to see the analysis of your answers? The user can see where he made a mistake or where they made a mistake and which questions were correct by entering 1 for yes or 0 for no. Here the user entered 1, so it means yes. After he entered yes, he can see the question, his answer, and the correct answer if his answer was wrong. For example, here in the first question, his answer was correct, but in the second one, his answer was wrong. And this analysis will be like obvious for all of the questions for the 10 questions. After he can see all of his like questions and answers, he will see his overall progress. For example, the quizzes taken. Here, Ghadir only take one quiz, so it is 1. If if she has taken 2, it would be like increased to 2. And the overall score, because she took only 1, so it will be 3. And the category was programming category, and she gets 3. And the evaluation, because her grade is 3, it means like that she need to work out more on to make a progress. After that, there is something called the leaderboard. Here, the leaderboard, it contains all of the users who entered the program and who tried the quizzes and their overall points. So here only there is one user. After the user finishes taking one quiz, the program or the application will ask the user, do you want to play again or select another category? If he enters yes, it would ask him to enter the category, and it will repeat the program will repeat the whole process depending on the question that or the category that he wants to try. For example, here there is another user, Anhar, and she chose the category. After that, she answered the questions, and she got 6 points. See in the leaderboard, Anhar and Ghadir. Anhar got 6 and Ghadir got 3, but it was in a different category, as it's obvious here. And her evaluation was she was a good technician because she answered very well. She got 6 out of 10. After that, the game will be repeated, and if the user wants to continue, or if another user wants to enter, for example, here Anhar, Adham, Ghadir, yeah, they tried this quiz and they played in it and they are in the leaderboard. Every user has his overall progress. He knows which category he is good at and which one he is not good at. And if the user wants to finish the game, the program will thank them and to wish to see them soon. So I think, yeah, this was the last slide. This was the application in a brief way, and it was also dealing with the errors. For example, if the user entered a wrong thing that is not accepted in the system will ask the user to re-enter it and to give them more notifications. And it handles error, and it used many functions. Also, if the user enters a space, the program will directly remove this space by slicing only the character that is required.